Hello and welcome sports fans to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Jeff Smith with Kobe Cummings coming to you live from Grants Pass High School. Thanks for joining us today. It's the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon. Today featuring the Mountain View Cougars and the Grants Pass Cavemen. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Grants Pass School District and our participating community business partners. Joe Brett is the executive producer for today's event. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please help Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, a big Table Rock thank you. Taking a look at the starting lineups for today's game. First for the Mountain View Cougars. Cougars are 3-2-1 on the season, currently ranked 17th in the state. And the starters, Jacob Lair will be the keeper. Number 2, Reed Altman. And we're going to take a quick break and join the anthem in the stadium, and then we'll get the rest of the starters. Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day, and back to our starting lineups. Lair, the keeper. Reed Altman is number 2. Number 3, Gibson Ormsby. Number 4, Austin Romero. Number 5, Zachary Stone. Number 6, Cole Hersey. Number 7, Callahan Corwin. Number 8, Seth Mickelson. Number 14, Angel Rosales. Number 21, Isaiah Like. Number 22, Connor Calvert. And number 23, Ryan Sanford. Head coach is Donnie Emerson. And the starting lineup for the Cavemen of Grants Pass. Cavemen in the blue. The Mountain View Cougars in white. The keeper will be Jacob Moss. Number 2, Evan Miranda. Number 3, Mario Torres. Number 4, Parker Pastrell. Number 7, Porter Boersma. Number 8, Pedro Gonzalez. Number 9, Will Spagnolo. Number 10, Kenley Sheard. Number 11, Elijah Leach. Number 13, Jacob Holst. And number 17 is Cade Brandis. So those are your starting lineups for today's game. Just waiting for Mountain View to take the field, and we'll get things underway. And early start for a weekday game, but we are set to go. Beautiful day for soccer. It's starting to warm up a little bit, but beautiful blue skies. The field looks good, and We are ready to get this one going. Mountain View will kick things off. And we are underway. Once again, Mountain View with a 3-2-1 record. 17th ranking in the OSAA. The Cougars of Grants Pass, 37th ranked, 1-2 overall, 1-1 in the conference. They've already played 2 conference games so far. Mountain View has not played a conference game yet. They play in the Mountain Valley Conference, while the Cougars, of course, in the Southwest Conference. Last game here from Mel Ingram Field. Cougars played a pretty even game with South Medford. They lost 3-1, but the game was a lot closer than the score may otherwise say. So Cougars would like another performance like that right here today, with a little more luck on their side getting the ball into the net. First few minutes of these contests, especially with teams that don't see each other that often, tends to be a bit of a feeling around and kind of testing and seeing what the tendencies are for each team, and then knowing where they can try and plan their strategy, take advantage of weaknesses or tendencies. And Mountain View on the attack. That one turned aside. I think I failed to mention the head coach for the Cavemen, of course, is Travis Boardsma. And I believe that was Sanford forced to turn that one aside as the Cougars had a one-on-one opportunity there, and I think he was trying to decide whether to drop that to the keeper or to put it out of bounds, but ultimately the Caver attacker was too close to risk kicking that back to the keeper. A chance for the Cavemen there, and Lair comes out to make the play. Torres takes the throw in for the Cavemen. Good defensive play there made by Calvert. But a whistle and a free kick for the Cavers. And we talked about this Tuesday night during the volleyball action. It's another one of these games where one of the team has significantly more games under their belt. Mountain View, this is their 7th game and only the 4th game for the Cougars. A lot of that has to do with some cancellations due to smoke here in the Valley. In fact, the season opener for the Cougars got canceled before it ever got started. The girls' game got about 10 minutes in before it was called for smoke, and the boys' game was also canceled. Some of that can also be scheduling, but a lot of that has been as Moss comes out to put an end to that threat. But the wildfire smoke has been a big factor early in the year. So far now, we're having pretty clear days ever since the rains came through and kind of flushed things out and probably knocked down a lot of the fires. Mountain View trying to set up the attack again. Each keeper with only one touch so far, so both defenses doing a pretty solid job. Brandis with the takeaway, and he'll clear it up the field. Keeps it in bounds, and the foot race ensues. And that kickback is going to be booted out of bounds by Lair. Good body control there to get that steal from Sanford. Cougars on the attack. Try and send it wide, but taken away there by Altman. Now the Cougars with another chance, and this one right into the hands of Lair. And a goal kick for the Cougars of Mountain View. Handful of subs coming in for the Cougars. Gambala, Hat, Crocker, and one mystery player. We'll try and see who that was. Number 5 is Tyler McIntosh. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. Powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Still no score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Cougars with some good passing work to finally get that out of the defensive end. And that one turned aside by Calvert. Torres will take the throw in for the Cougars. Here's a chance for Grants Pass. Had the numbers, but Mountain View defense takes it away. Looked like Romero with the takeaway for Mountain View to end that Grants Pass chance. Now Sheard had it momentarily. Sheard trying to get it back. Kenley Sheard, he's an aggressive player. He will get some fouls throughout the day, but he is a spark plug for this Caver club. This one's going to be, Moss had to come out and head that as it was not going to reach the box in time. He was already outside of the box and had to come another step or two forward to head that one away. Brandis sends one up the middle. Long shot just wide of the net off the foot of Gonzalez. Sub coming in for Mountain View. Angel Rosales back into the match. Both defenses so far doing a pretty good job of not sending any really tough work to their keepers' way. The Moss had a close call at the south end of the field there, but nothing too serious for either keeper so far. Oh, nice feed and another good defensive play as coming over to turn that aside was Corwin. Cavers made a couple of nice passes to set that up, but Corwin able to streak across and stop the threat. Coming in for the Cavers, Porter Boersma and Abram Knight. Corner kick on the way. The header is going to go wide. Torres centers. Chance for the Cavers and a small collision there as Lair comes out to get it just ahead of Knight. And a handball as that one came up on Sheard. And that'll be Caver ball as the double kick, last touch Mountain View. Another chance for the Cavers. And there, that looked like a foul there that's not going to get called as he was interfered with on that play. Another chance, and we're going to have an offsides. This is coming back. Referee hasn't seen the signal from the linesman yet. And now, as the ball goes out of bounds, the offsides is called. That one cleared away by Calvert as Caver's having some pretty decent success getting the ball into the box, but so far the Cougar defense has been able to clear them away each time. That one handcuffed the keeper a bit. That one takes a kind of a funny hop, but Lair able to stay with it. We had a goal in the South Medford Grants Pass game off of a free kick, and it took just such a bounce where the keeper couldn't get a hold of it. Here, staying on side and coming at Moss, comes out to break up that play, but Harrison did a nice job staying on side. But the ball just bounced over the keeper out of his reach. It was kicked from probably, at least 30 meters out. And just a bad bounce that keeper couldn't handle, couldn't reach it. Started coming up for it and had it bounce right over his head. And so you never know. You get balls to the net, anything can happen. Free kick here. Looks like Cole Hersey going to take the freebie here for the Cougars. Chips one up, but Moss right there to gather it in. And Mountain View sends one wide. Rosales giving chase. He'll take the throw in. Substitution coming in for the Cougars. And I don't have 33. I apologize. See if I can find out who that is. And that's going to be a foul on the Cougars. Free kick coming up. Right to Moss once again off the foot of Harrison. Past the halfway mark of this first half on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Still no score between Mountain View and Grants Pass. And we're going to have a foul against Mountain View. Free kick coming up. Looks like Torres will take the free kick for the Cougars. That one knocked away by Rosales. Throwing all the way to the center of the field, and that shot right on line. Keeper Lair able to grab it, but a good chance for the Cougars. Trying to see who that shooter was for Grants Pass. I believe that was number 2, Evan Miranda. So a nice solid scoring attempt there, but Lair able to handle it for Mountain View. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Mountain View Cougars in white, Grants Pass Cavemen in blue. Still no score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Pretty even matchup so far in this one. That one ripped out of bounds. It's always one of those situations where you've got the net right in front of you. You don't know whether to knock it down or take the shot. Leach took the shot, but got a little too much of it. Good takeaway there by Calvert. But the Cavers keeping the pressure on here. Boersma runs it down. He'll take the throw in. Another chance for the Cougars. Left-footed shot is over the top of the goal, out of bounds. Tristan Gambala with the shot that goes high and wide. So the Cougars getting some chances here. Both teams with a few chances, but the last few minutes have been spent at the Cougar end of the field with the Cougars putting the pressure on. Now chance for the Mountain View Cougars. And Moss comes out as that centering feed was put in there by Sanford. Trying to hook up with Edgar Elias, but Moss able to come over and take it away. Free kick coming up for the Cougars. They were going to start play, but the referee was having a quick word with one of the Mountain View players, making sure, I think, he understood why that foul was called. And a corner kick coming up here for the Cavemen. Looks like Boersma going to take the corner kick. Northwest corner of the field. That one over everybody. Trying to make something happen is Leach. And it'll be a corner kick from the right-hand side, or the northeast corner, if you will. And looks like Leach will stay there to take this corner kick for the Cougars. All the way across. Shot turned aside off the foot of Gonzalez, and it's cleared all the way down to the Cougar end of the field. Cougars had pulled a lot of bodies up. There were only two defenders back. Now Brandis joins them in the middle. Boersma trying to set up Gonzalez. Oh, nifty move, but nobody there to give it to as Spagnolo made the move, but I think had he known no one was there, he could have made that move and kept possession, but he tried to make the pass. And now Mountain View will... Oh, Cougars will get the throw in, but Mountain View trying to generate some offense. Kenley sheared back into the match for Grants Pass. 82 degrees here at Mel Ingram Field. Feels a little warmer in the booth, but it's beautiful down on the field. Press boxes here at Grants Pass face toward the west, and so you get past noon and it warms up in the press box pretty quickly. But we got a nice breeze blowing through here. Chance for the Cougars. Now Mountain View pushes. Romero with it. Sends it ahead, and then that'll be a goal kick for Grants Pass. A one-on-one opportunity, and the defense wins that battle. Couple subs coming in for the Cougars. Jacob Holst and Dylan Crocker into the match. Down under 10 minutes left in this first half. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, still no scorer. Mountain View and Grants Pass. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. And a foul called against the Cougars. Free kick. Brandis will send it deep. Boersma gives chase. He'll center. Oh, and that one off the side of the net as the keeper, Lair, came out trying to defend that. The Cougars got the shot off. A header, I believe, although I got my view blocked there as Lair came out. Trying to see, that was, I believe, number 2, Evan Miranda, with the chance for the Cavemen. So closest thing we've seen to a goal so far in this one, but and Sheard got undercut there. He'll get the foul call. Torres centers one. Lair comes out to cut it off. Brandis trying to single-handedly work it up the field, and he finally gets it away to Boersma. And that's wondering if they're going to call that handball. Again, handballs don't have to be intentional. They only have to gain you an advantage. At least that's how they generally call the handballs. Oh, and Sheard mistimed that, took one in the face. It's a little shaken up, and he's going to go down. Play will continue until this attack is turned aside. That blast turned aside. Mountain View still on the attack, so we haven't got the whistle yet. And now we'll get the whistle as the advantage is taken away, and they will check on Sheard. We'll stop the clock here with 5:42 remaining, and the coaches will come out to check on Kenley Sheard. Table Rock Sports is excited to welcome the Thomason Hospitality Group of Grants Pass and Tap Rock Northwest Grill as a new sponsor. You can also enjoy the Thomason hospitality at Elmer's, Pita Pit, and Human Bean locations throughout Southern Oregon. Fall sports leagues and activities for the entire family are coming your way from the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. Watch your mailbox or visit playmedford.com for the Fall Activities Guide. And Sheard holding his nose. You know, when he got that foul call, when he got undercut, he was holding his face already. And I'm wondering if this is what's the word I'm looking for? He further injured his nose on that second play as they roll the clock once again. Mountain View looking to generate some offense. They've spent a lot of time at the defensive end of the field. That one right to Moss. He handles it. But when Sheard got undercut on that previous play, he was checking the nose and face, looking to see if there was any blood, and then he went down again, and I'm wondering if it was a further damage to that already injured nose. Here's a chance for the Cougars as Crocker stayed on side, but couldn't generate the chance. And we'll get a free kick for the Cougars as the referee had interfered with that pass attempt. It'll be a drop to the Cougars. Torres and Boersma playing a little keep away. And that one off of Boersma. 4 minutes to go in this first half. Kamen with a chance. Boersma into the box. And we'll have a corner kick coming up. Couple of subs coming in for the Cougars. Pedro Gonzalez and Will Spagnolo back into the match for Grants Pass. And I believe that's Boersma over there in the corner getting set to take this kick. Sends a low one. And Mountain View pushes it the other way. That one lofted into Moss off the foot of Sanford. Boersma up the sideline. Gets it over to Gonzalez. Centering feed. And that one turned aside. And wow, pretty good battle going on there. They're going to get the foul against Gambala for the Cougars and a free kick coming up for the Cougars. Mountain View trying to get something going here. Get it to the edge of the box. Playing a little pinball there with the Caver defense. Just over a minute remaining in this first half. Still no score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. And Brandis is tripped from behind. It'll be a free kick for the Cavers. Alex Garcia with that takeaway, but the Cavers get it back. 10 seconds remain. And a foul going to be called on the Cavemen as Knight got a little too aggressive there. And that's going to do it for the first half of play. After one half of play on our John L. Scott scoreboard, Mountain View nothing, Grants Pass nothing. We'll take a break and be right back.
A daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or feeling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
It doesn't matter how old you are. Buying supplies for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old was given $20. Relive those days. Live life full circle. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And no score on our John L. Scott scoreboard. Cougars kept the ball at their offensive end of the field for a good portion of that first half, but couldn't find the net. Had a couple of scoring chances and a couple of good plays by both keepers in the first half, but they've been mostly untested so far after one half of play. And so this one will be decided in the second half. Of course, all games are decided in the second half, but sometimes sometimes they're already out of reach after one half of play. We don't have that problem here today. And I think I mentioned during the pregame or at the outset, the Cougars played a pretty even game in the last home contest, taking on South Medford. They lost that game, but down on the field, other than balls in the net, it was pretty equal play. And in fact, the Cougars turned up the wick in the second half for a good portion of the second half, and even the goal that made it 3-1 didn't really slow them down, their attack down. It wasn't till late in the game where it started to feel out of reach. 3-1 doesn't feel that bad when there's still 30 minutes on the clock, but when there's 8 or 10 minutes, it starts to feel a little more helpless. And they played a really good game against South in the loss, and playing great again here today. They just need to find the net. Now, Mountain View we haven't seen before. Their ranking would say that they're a pretty good team, and they've played well also, although I think there's been more scoring chances for the Cougars so far. So we'll take another break and see how things go in the second half when we come back.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sherm's Thunderbird Market has been serving Southern Oregon for over 50 years. We are thankful and proud to be able to say that our employees are like family, and we certainly couldn't serve Southern Oregon so well without them.
I love my job, and what better place to work than for the people who care about you and your community.
We really are treated more like family rather than just employees.
Our loyal customers make my job fun and more enjoyable.
Sherm's is now hiring. Go to our website to see what positions are available.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
you're a coach or plan to be a coach, what kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, God! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Special Thursday afternoon action here from Mel Ingram Field at Grants Pass High School. And on our John L. Scott scoreboard, still no score between the Cougars of Grants Pass and the Cougars of Mountain View. As we head to the second half, Cougars taking the field, waiting for the Cougars to head out there. Teams switch directions, and once again, if you're just joining us, Cougars in the blue, Mountain View in the road whites, and Grants Pass will get the kickoff to start this second half. Pretty even first half of play. Maybe a little advantage to the Cougars as I think the ball was in their offensive end a little more in that first half, but no scores on the board yet. And we're back underway here from Mel Ingram Field. Torres with the takeaway. Miranda back there gave that little deke like he was going to kick it back to the keeper. And looked like Mountain View bid on it just enough for him to get that ball away. That would have been a terrible time to drop back to the keeper, as it would have been a 2-on-1 situation. But that little deke bought him the time he needed. Nice job there. Brandis drew that foul. He really leaned into the Mountain View player, and not sure that foul was as bad as it looked, but sets up a chance for the Cougars. Turned aside by Like, Isaiah Like. Hope I'm saying that right. Isaiah, and that throw-in is not clean. You know, we don't see a lot of that. I watch some of these throw-ins and I go, when I was playing as a kid, if I had thrown it like that, it would have been an automatic whistle. They hardly ever call bad throw-ins, but we got one here. I think that's the first one I've seen. Definitely the first one this year. I don't know if I saw one all of last year. There's a few things different about the game, but from when I played as a youth, but that was, I think that might have been before the invention of AstroTurf, let alone playing. Oh, nice bicycle kick that goes wide, but a chance there for the Cougars just comes up short. Trying to see who that was. I think that's number 8, Pedro Gonzalez. That was a beautiful play. I've never played any competitive sports on artificial surfaces. I've only covered games as a broadcaster. I believe I was alive when it was invented, so it's it's only been the last, maybe 20 years that it's really become more and more the normal for a lot of these high school fields. And a lot of that is because it's so much better of a product than it was when it originally came into use. In fact, it was originally called AstroTurf because it was used in the Astrodome, but this stuff they play on now is a far cry from the original AstroTurf. Moss will come out and get this at the edge of the box. Not sure how many years they've got on this field here at Grants Pass. I know a couple of the schools the last couple of years have refreshed their turf, but it's a nice field. They get a chance to go down on the field before games and after games, and a few years back before they redid the turf at Spiegelberg Stadium, that turf was getting a little bit rough. I covered a football game there that I was surprised at how the field looked, but then that next year they redid that turf, and Moss had a little trouble with that, but he's able to cover it. Cougars trying to generate a chance here. Cougars take it away. And a free kick coming up for the Cougars as Gonzalez got spilled on the play. Chance for the Cavemen. That one off the crossbar, still alive, and a goal punched in by the Cougars as they surround the scorer. I'll try and get the number here as he comes back to the center of the field. I believe that'll be number 16, Tristan Gambala. At the 34-40 mark of the second. So the Cougars take the lead. Suppose we should throw that up on our scoreboard there too. 1-0 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. See if we can double check with the stadium scorekeeper, but I believe that was Gembala. That original shot hit the crossbar, and Cougars kept it alive to get that goal. May have also been Leach. I apologize. I'll find out. We can only pick those numbers up when we can see the backs of the players, and sometimes it's a while before they turn their backs to us. Holst sends one ahead, and Lair picks it up at the front of the box. Torres and Miranda working together to try and turn that ball aside. Some good teamwork there by the Cougars to keep control. They'll set up their attack here once again. And that blast will be too high over the top. Gonzalez got a little too much underneath of that one. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Cougars trying to set up the attack again. And coming out of the pack with it, I believe that was Harrison, gets it ahead for Mountain View. I think that was Harrison or that was Calvert, but either way, now the Cougars get it back. Sheared with it, trying to work around the defender, puts a couple moves on, and the left footer goes right to Lair. Looked like Sheared wanted to keep it on his right foot, finally decided the left was the better opportunity, but puts it right into the hands of Lair. And a free kick coming up for Mountain View. 10 minutes gone by here in the second. On the John L. Scott scoreboard, Grants Pass 1, Mountain View nothing. And Moss comes out to grab that one. Torres gets it up to Shear. Did they get it in front? The shot right into the gut of Lair. Another chance for the Cougars, but another save made by Jacob Lair. And that one scoots out of bounds. Cougars will have the throw in. Dylan Crocker into the match for the Grants Pass Cavemen. And Torres has it taken away by Mickelson. And now the Cougars looking to get into the zone, but the Cougars take it away once again. And a whistle free kick for Mountain View. Kind of a delayed call there, but welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Having some technical difficulties. Think we got things squared away here. On our John L. Scott scoreboard, still 1-0. Cavemen with the goal at the 34-40 mark. And at the moment, I'm still crediting that goal to Tristan Gambala. Cougars on the attack again here. I think our streaming difficulties are heat related as the equipment gets a little hot. Again, the press box is facing west. It's hard to keep all of the equipment out of the sun. Getting down near the halfway point of this second half, and it's still 1-0. Apologize again if the feed is buffering. We're trying to keep everything alive, but I can see we're still having some streaming difficulties here, so bear with us. After a couple of chances for the Cavemen, this last couple of minutes, the pace of play seems to, it's like they all ran into a mud puddle or something here. It's kind of gotten a little slow and choppy. Kimbala getting manhandled there. Kind of threw his hands up like, what do I got to do to get a call here? Chance for the Cougars. That one hooks into the net. Beautiful shot there off the foot of Elijah Leach. And at the 20:01 mark, the Cougars go on top on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's now 2-0 in favor of the Cavemen. Leach from way downtown put that one in the corner. And it's 2-0. Cavemen. And a free kick coming up for the Cougars. And a corner kick coming up as Miranda sent that one in. It was knocked out by Reed Altman. Caver attack turned aside. Mountain View trying to push the other way. Chance for Torres up the sideline, and he will be the last one to touch it. Mountain View playing dump and chase, but Moss comes out, turns it aside. Gives his defensive teammates a chance to get back in the play. You can hear the announcements in the background. Of course, it's still school time here at Grants Pass High School. Starting to see some students mulling around. Must be about time for school to let out. Pretty decent crowd in the stands, considering it was a 2 o'clock game time on a Thursday afternoon. Oh, there, a grab there. They say play on. And a chance for the Cougars, but that'll go out of bounds as Lair will take the goal kick for Mountain View. Still plenty of time left in this one, but the Cougars have given themselves that 2-goal lead. Spagnolo back into the match for the Cougars. That one across the goal mouth. And it goes up into the stands. Cougars setting it up again here. That one tipped on the way in off the foot of Leach, but Lair able to go get it. Cougars keeping the pressure on here. Chance for Mountain View. That shot is going to go wide of the goal. Parker Harrison had a chance. Just put it wide. Gets a congratulations there on the attempt from a couple of the Caver players as game recognizes game down there, as they knew he made a great effort, just came up just a little short. Moss sends it deep. little bit of a dangerous kickback there, as there was a Caver player in the vicinity, and we saw a goal again in the last home game here that was a similar situation. It wasn't actually a kickback, but it was a play where the keeper couldn't pick it up with his hands, tried to clear it, and put it right into the South Medford Panther player who got the goal on the play. And you see that on these kickbacks every now and again. If you put the pressure on the keeper to make the play more quickly, often results in a mishandled ball. And a free kick coming up for the Cavers as Knight was spilled right down in front of us here. Porter Boersma set to check back in for the Cavers. Clock ticking down near the 10-minute mark on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Grants Pass Cavemen 2, Mountain View Cougars nothing. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And a pretty clean, efficient game so far. We've had, other than the 2 goals, the clock only stopping once. That was for the Kenley Sheard injury, and he seems to be okay as he's been playing well here in the second half, but this game has been moving right along. And the Cavemen definitely not sitting on this 2-goal lead. They're staying aggressive and continuing the attack as Mountain View tries to get something going here. But Cavemen definitely not going into that shell-type defense that you see a lot, not only in soccer but in other sports as well. They've stayed aggressive, and you know, there's a lot of similarities between soccer and hockey, and one of the things they say in hockey is the worst lead in hockey is a 2-goal lead. Another chance for the Cavers. Boersma with the left foot puts it home. Boersma with a beautiful left-footed shot at the 8:16 mark. Makes it 3-0. The Cavers with the commanding lead. Porter Boersma just turned and made a beautiful shot. And it's 3-0. Grants Pass on top on the John L. Scott scoreboard. just over 8 minutes to go. This becomes desperation time here for Mountain View. As tenuous as the 2-goal lead is, a 3-goal lead in soccer with this little time remaining is a daunting task for the team that's trailing. Rosales back into the match. Ooh, almost a high kick there. That would have been disastrous for the Cougars, but they clear it out. Turned aside nicely by Spagnolo. Chance for the Cougars at midfield, but they turn it over. Mountain View pushes it into the corner, but that's going to be a goal kick as it scoots out of bounds. Once again, if we're buffering a little bit, we do apologize. Computer complaining. It's a mild complaint at this moment, but complaining enough that says that it may be buffering just a bit. Oh, that one through the legs of the defender. Chance for Mountain View. Moss with the save. Beautiful play by Moss as Hersey had a perfect opportunity. Got a good shot off, but Moss got to it. Best chance of the day so far for Mountain View. And now sheared near midfield. Got cut off by the defender. Nice defensive play there from Corwin. And then Sheard will be called for the foul, and he he protests a little bit. I think that was a little sarcastic protestation, but he's still he's quite the character. Picked up a card in the last home game, and it I think if this wasn't a 3-0 contest at the moment, he may have protested a little more vehemently, but kept it under control here as the Cougars have that 3-0 lead, and Moss turns aside another chance for Mountain View. Sheard thrives on the one-on-one opportunities. He loves to put the moves on, and he's going to pick up another foul there. No, wait a minute. It's going to be a free kick for the Cougars, so I'm not – the linesman had thrown the flag up. I didn't see what he was calling there, but – oh, handball, so – uh-oh. Here it comes. Kenley Sheard picks up the yellow card with 4:17 remaining. He kicked it. Basically, that was a delay of game call there, and in soccer that results in a yellow card as they were wanting to set it up for the free kick, and Sheard kind of just kicked it away. So he'll sit down, and probably his day is done here. Ooh, took that one off the faces. Garcia tried the header, and he mistimed it, took it in the face, and then got called for the handball. Kind of insult on top of injury there. So the Cougars will Try and make another push here. Tried to turn a throw-in into a corner kick, but the defense was right there to turn that aside. Just over 2.5 minutes left to play in this one on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Grants Pass 3, Mountain View nothing. Mountain View will try and flood the zone. And that one turned away by the Caver defense. Oh, good play to stop that drive as Brandis stepped in front of that one. Oh, that one handled by Moss as they tried to chip one up over the top of him. Down under 2 minutes now to play. And this will be a throw-in once again for the Cavers.
Daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
It doesn't matter how old you are. Buying supplies for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old was given $20. Relive those days. Live life full circle. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
RVTD means more for our community. Because of RVTD, every student has convenient access to the region's high schools to complete their education. Growing community support. RVTD.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
RVTD means more for our community. More people than ever are using the bus to access healthcare, improving the overall health of our region. Growing community support. RVTD.
Ram Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. And our final score in this one shows the Cougars getting the victory here at home, 3-0 over the Mountain View Cougars. It was a 0-0 score at halftime, but the game winner was scored at the 34-40 mark, put home by number 16, Tristan Gambala. And then the Cougars would tack on a couple more goals. Elijah Leach at the 20:01 mark, and then goal number 3 at the 8:16 mark was scored by Porter Boersma. And we've got a replay of the game winner, that first goal scored by Gambala. See if we can get that to play here. Cougars had a good, well, it quit on me. Let's see if we can try this one more time. Nope, it's not going to work for me, so we won't see that one again. Well, the beauty of YouTube is when we end this live broadcast, you can go back on there and you can watch all three of those goals as many times as you would like. But nonetheless, I assure you, they all three went in the net, and the Cougars win 3-0. So that's going to do it for us here from Mel Ingram Field at Grants Pass High School. We'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank Grants Pass High School Athletic Director Clay Ronceville for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net. We'd like to give a special thanks to the head coaches today for Mountain View, Donnie Emerson, and for Grants Pass, Travis Boersma. Our next Table Rock Sports production will be tomorrow, new start time. Tomorrow, hosting Shasta out of California. Start time is moved to 7:30 tomorrow, right here again at Mel Ingram Field. And once again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: Grants Pass 3, Mountain View nothing. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Kobe Cummings, I'm Jeff Smith saying thanks for watching and good night from Grants Pass High School here in Grants Pass, Oregon.